Hi, I'm Mickey. This is Around the World. Today I'm going to tell you how I got stuck in Cambodia when it was just a simple visa run across the border and back. So I thought. Cambodia is a Southeast Asian nation whose landscape spans low-lying plains in the Mekka Delta Mountains and the Gulf of Thailand coastline. Phnom Penh, its capital, is home of the Art Deco Central Market's Glitter Royal Palace and the National Museum historical and archaeological exhibits. In the country's northwest are the ruins of the Angkor Wat, a massive stone temple complex built during the Khmer Empire. I was living in Thailand at the time when my visa expired. My ex-girlfriend and we decided to go to the Thai-Cambodian border. She told me about a cheap market that was there. We could get some cheap clothes. Now the visa run was a quick thing. Walk across, come back, 15 minutes. So we didn't bring any clothes. We arrived at the market. We had a wonderful day, window shopping and eating. We decided not to buy anything until I came back from Cambodia. It was getting late, so we had to make our way to the border. I was a bit nervous because I'd never been to Cambodia before and I didn't know what to expect. So we decided to make our way to the border. We arrived at the border. I stood in line for about 30 minutes. Got through it, no problem. But on the way back, something happened. And more bad was to follow that. I stood on the Cambodian side for about 10 minutes, got to the immigration officer, who was one of the rudest people I ever met in Asia. He told me that I would have to stay in Cambodia for 3 days if I wanted to get 30 days in Thailand. I was shocked and pissed at this point, but the guy was so rude, I didn't want to say anything, make him arrest me or something, so I just chilled. I called my girl, who was waiting on the other side in Thailand, and she decided to come over with me. Good thing she had her passport. I was still pissed, but I felt a little bit better. There was a hotel and casino right at the border on the Cambodian side. So we had to go to that hotel and book a room for 3 days, buy clothes for the both of us, and that's when all the madness began. We walked in a hotel. It was dark and dreary. I felt I had this strange feeling, but I had to make the best of it. I had to get a room, and it's something that had to be done. We went to the room, opened the door, and to our surprise, the room wasn't even cleaned. I called down to the front desk to complain, and they told me that it was the only room they had left, for the hotel was so busy. As I could see that in the lobby when we came in, there was a lot of people. So we were kind of upset. The housekeeping staff was off for the night. So we decided to clean the room ourselves. So they sent some cleaning supplies to the room and we did a little cleaning ourselves. We got it done. After cleaning, we went down to the shops that were in the hotel to get some clothing for 3 days. Some soap, toothpaste, socks, underwear, pants, shirts, anything to make it through. We found some cheap things and we started to feel better. After I decided I wanted to take a walk to 7-Eleven, my girlfriend wanted to rest a bit. So she took a rest and I started to go to 7-Eleven. Well, a store similar to 7-Eleven. I asked down the front desk where it was. They told me about 2 blocks down. I wanted some junk food and my girl wanted to rest. So I decided to go alone because I wanted to also get her something special because she was very helpful with my stress that day. And I wanted to show my appreciation to her. I left the hotel for 7-Eleven, which was about 4 blocks down. The front desk told me 2 blocks, but it was 4 blocks over some railroad tracks. And it was a little small store similar to 7-Eleven, but it wasn't a 7-Eleven. It was just a small grocery store. I made it to the small grocery store, got some things. I was excited, got something special for my girl, so I was excited and rushed back. I was rushing back also because it was dark outside and there was nobody there. A bit scary, but you know, it's nighttime. I made it back. My girl was happy to see me and I was happy to see her. We both felt better. The next day, we spent the entire day at the pool, just chilling, taking it easy, feeling a bit better about the situation. That night, everything good was about to come to an end as we decided to go back to the small 7-Eleven grocery store. On the way to the grocery store, I noticed a small black car. I thought it was following us, and then I thought maybe I'm just a bit paranoid, until my girl said she thought the car was following us too. That's when I knew that something was wrong. We started walking faster and made it to the grocery store and got some things. We got our food, drinks, began to walk back. And all of a sudden, 4 motorbikes came rushing towards us as fast as they could. We began to run, but in the opposite direction of the hotel. We were running so fast. My girlfriend was screaming and I was trying to figure out the way back to the hotel, knowing that we were going in the opposite direction. We were running so fast, all I know is I didn't want anything bad to happen to my girlfriend because I was the one who invited her to Cambodia, and I would feel very guilty if something happened to her. So I was trying my best to do whatever we could. We just kept running. We ran down the dark alley, ducked behind some parked cars. The bikes rode past us very slowly and kept going straight. We waited a few minutes or so, got back up and started running in the direction of our hotel. We were running so fast, I dropped my food, my drinks, and my wallet. Good thing I left my passport in the hotel. We went to our hotel room and made sure the doors were locked. When I went to look out the window, I noticed the black car was there and the bikes were outside the front of the hotel. We were scared. I was freaking out. I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't know what was going on. All I know is they wanted something from us, and I was going to do whatever it took to protect my girl. I called the front desk and made a complaint about the situation. They told me they would look into it. About an hour later, I looked out the window, and the car was gone, and the bikes. I felt a bit better. We felt a little more relaxed, but still uneasy. Around 4 a.m., while we were sleeping, there was a knock at our door. We both jumped up. I rushed over to the door, looked out the peephole. There was nobody there. I thought that was very strange. We were very scared. I don't think we even slept that night. I don't think we slept much at all. I was so scared, I told my girl, we're going back to Thailand first thing in the morning, no matter what. I don't care if they only give me 15 days. I'll be happy with it. We're just gonna take our luck and try to go back. The next day, we didn't even eat breakfast. We went straight to the border. Everything went smoothly. There was a nice immigration officer. He gave me 30 days, and by the grace of God, we made it through safely. Thank you. We made it back. This was an experience that I'll never forget. My first time in Cambodia. I'm sure some Americans have had great times in Cambodia, but for me it was a crazy experience, but I'm sure there's some great in the country. I remember I met Angelina Jolie in Thailand once, and I remembered that she had a house in Cambodia, so it must be safe. It had to be. Anyway, this is one of my wonderful adventures and crazy adventures in Asia. Don't get me wrong, I love Asia. I just had some crazy and some funny adventures in Asia, and I just want to share with you. My purpose of this story was to tell you always to check your surroundings, and whenever you go out at night, go out with somebody in any country. And when you go out, don't carry a bag, carry just a little bit of money, what you need to get whatever you're getting. And be safe. Always check your surroundings. Always. There are good and bad people everywhere, and no place is crime-free. One day I'll return to Cambodia, and I'll find the great in the country. I'm sure I will. Every country has good and bad, like I said, and no country is crime-free. Soon I'll tell you a story about a girl I met in Malaysia the night I went over to spend the night at her house. What happened is something I'll never forget. Never. Till next time, live life, love life. God bless. I am Mickey. This is Around the World. Stay safe. Thank you.